that should be good. If not, oh well, fuck it. So, hi, I'm Colleen, and this is my channel. So crazy, man. Today is about my freak out. I'm like currently in the middle of a freak out, just super overwhelmed with being a parent, being a mother, and I have a 16, almost 17-month-old, but for those of you who don't do months, it's a year and a half basically. So he is running around getting into everything, copying every single thing that I do, which is amazing because I could literally show him one time how to do something or where something is, and he knows. Like, he's so freaking smart and so quick with this stuff, and it's intimidating because it's like, oh shit, I have to watch what I do because or else he'll do it. I have to watch what other people do. Like, my dad has been hitting himself in the head as a joke, just as a joke, but Max hits himself in the head all the time. It's like, Dad, can you not do things that you wouldn't want him to do? And then I have to tell Max's father and remind myself all the time. And I'm like, I don't want to micromanage anyone's relationship with him. I want him to have different relationships, but at the same time, I have to deal with the aftermath of whatever anyone else teaches him. So the whole hitting himself when he's throwing a tantrum, he threw a tantrum for over 40 minutes today because I would not breastfeed him. Over 40 minutes, and then I finally gave in because my sanity depended on it. I was feeling so overwhelmed. I had to go drop him by my niece, and she took him for the night, and I'm picking him up at 6:45 in the morning, and I am just met up with a friend. We went to dinner. I'm at a space where I could just be me for a little bit. Figure out what the hell I'm thinking and feeling, because he feels so much and so deeply, and like I have to interpret it all day, every day. So it's really hard to listen to what my needs are, because his are so much louder. And Adam, he does not understand how I don't know what I need. I was so hungry today, but I did not get a chance to eat lunch because of Max and throwing his tantrums, and he wouldn't sleep for his nap and just screaming and crying, wanted to be on my boob. He knows that I'm trying to wean him, and he knows something's coming, and he's clinging harder and harder and harder, which is so intense. Being a parent, being responsible for this human being, this life, is insanity. It's the craziest thing I've ever done in my life. So intense. I am so empathizing with some parents right now, especially my brother was 18 and my sister-in-law was 16 when they had my niece. And my niece is now about to be 18, and she is watching my son, which I used to watch her in order to allow Shannon and Franny to get their moments, because I saw how crazy it was back then, but I didn't have the full-on responsibility 24/7 of that life. Yeah, parenting is one of the most intense things on this planet. There's stuff that I did not ever hear before from parents until now it's happening. And then when I was pregnant, all of a sudden women were sharing all this stuff with me because I'm like, dude, I'm puking my brains out and pissing my pants at the same time. And they're like, yeah, it's crazy, right? And I'm like, no one ever told me about this shit. But then I thought about it, I'm like, man, if parents were to say all that stuff to single people without kids, well, we could definitely fix overpopulation. Because if people knew how crazy parenting was, there wouldn't be as many people doing it. It's like, it's the most intense thing ever. You're responsible for this human life. And it's like, I don't feel ready for this. But I'm a parent, so I have to be. And that's coming from someone who, my whole life, I wanted a baby. I've been babysitting since I was 12. I babysat so many kids. For a whole summer I babysat when I was 13 for a 3-year-old and a 9-month-old. I was in charge of them. And I was a nanny. I babysat a lot of kids. I helped take care of my niece and nephew. So I always wanted kids. I knew that was the one thing. I broke up with boyfriends because that's what I want. I want a family. I want kids. And I still, at 33, always wanting that, do not feel like I'm prepared for this. And so tonight I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not ready to be a mother. And it's freaking me the fuck out because I always thought I was, and it's too late because I have him and there's no returning. I wanted a baby so bad. And I finally have him, and it's like I can't breathe. I want to get away from him, but I love him more than anything on this planet. There's nothing I wouldn't fucking do for him. There's nothing. He's the most amazing human being on this planet. And he's so capable of doing anything he wants to. And I want to make that happen. And I don't want my own fucking issues getting in the way of him doing that, him being that person. I'm constantly at this crossroads. Which way do I go in this parenting thing? Because there's a million different equations, and you can try to copy someone else's equation, but there's no cheating on this test. There's a million equations. You do this, then all these millions of repercussions can happen. Yeah, this parenting thing is crazy. Trying to learn from other people what they've done, what the mistakes were, what their equations were, where did they go wrong, so I don't make those same mistakes. Trying to listen to people's advice, but also not too much to where it affects who I am, because we do have different values. It's the craziest fucking thing I've ever done. I've jumped off roofs and cliffs and skydived, and I think that's gonna conclude my video. This is just my little journey that I went through tonight. Little snippet, tiny little snippet into it. All the craziness that is having a parental freak out. But I know I'm not the only one, because when I start describing these freakouts and all my feelings on all this, then to other people that have had kids, it's like they get it. It's fucking nuts. That's it. Subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, let me know if you are a parent and if you freaked out, or if I've scared you off of wanting to be a parent. Oh, before I end this, being a parent's the best thing I've ever fucking done. I love that kid more than anything. But it's the craziest. So, anyway, I will talk to you later. Bye.